Yo boys, welcome back, and today we are in another I'm making another Five Nights CD video, and in today's video, I will be showing you on what the best strat is in the new Steampunk Endless, or I guess boss raids at this point, whatever they call it. I think it's boss raids. And I show you also what the best loadout is for mid-game and end-game. Early game people can't really do this event because it gets very difficult very fast. And yes, it's just pain. Just pain. Alright, so for mid-game people, well, this is my loadout currently. I have Shiny Wind-Up Bonnie, Blighted Indo Bonnie, Enum Dude, Puppet's Nightmare Shiny Indo, Chronos, and Shadow Phone Guy. It's a pretty good loadout. I will explain what every single one of them does. Cooldown is, well, preferably for cooldown. Blighted Indo Bonnie. Preferably, you have a Blighted Indo Bonnie on your stack whenever you do this, because there are certain enemies that regen their HP, and they're like 80%, I think. So, the passive on Blighted, there's only 2 units that can take away health regen, which is Blighted Indo Bonnie and Astral Bonnie. And this is also a slowing unit, so you can use it as a slowing as well. So, preferably have that on your stack as well. Just have any cooldown booster, it doesn't matter. It just has to be a cooldown booster. Blighted Indo Bonnie, well, specifically on the cheaper scale. Enum Dude, I mean, you don't have to use Enum Dude. I've seen people use, like, Vengeance, like, Night Guards. I don't know why. I mean, it is pretty good, slowing and poison, along with, like, 3k, around, like, 2.7 thousand DPS. It's pretty good. You can either use Enum Dude. Preferably, I use Enum Dude because he double hits. So, it's kind of useful. Then I have Phone Guy, because after Enum Dude places, I place him, so they instantly slowed. Then I have Shiny Indo Freddy. The Shiny Indo. Then I have Chronos also on my stack, because I used to have Jug on my stack. Now I don't, since I have Chronos. But if you have, like, a good unit, preferably if you're, like, mid-game and if you don't have, like, Goliath or anything like that, just have, like, Innard if you have Innard. If you don't, just get, like, something that has good DPS, like AoE. So, like, Popstar Chica, Rockstar Foxy, like, anything that is AoE. But, you don't really need AoE. I just preferably have, like, a good damaging unit. Mid-game, preferably have my stack butt way out the Chronos and just had, like, an AoE unit or something like that. And in-game, just have, like, Apexes and stuff. But, yeah, I will show you the best strat on this current Endless game. It's kind of luck based on what modifiers you get and what maps you get. They're not scripted to the same map each time on each wave. They are not scripted like that. Just basically RNG. So we have reduced placement 1. It just reduces the amount of towers you can actually place on the map. Cooldown, which is adds more cooldown to your units, which kind of sucks because it makes your unit slower. It's treating a cooldown booster. And there's reduced range. If you have a range booster, preferably pick this one, or if you don't, pick this one because it's a good one. Because it doesn't really affect you. That's the thing. It doesn't really affect you. So let me play. This is my strat. So I have Enum Dude. I place him down first. Well, first 10 waves, I don't really have to place down a slowing unit because they make too much money already. I just max my endos out. Let me get my range, not my range booster, my cooldown. I will show you what Blighted is for. So tarnished endos are pretty fast boys to kind of counter. They get fast, like they zoom. So we have this Blighted endo. Because the tarnished Barneys, if you didn't know, they health regen. So I'll show you. Well, I don't even think you will see this, but his health is slightly going up. each time, so Blighted into Bonnie kind of negates the healing factor of it. And here, let me put my Kronos into Freddy down, wherever game fit. No, you could fit somewhere here. Alright, there we go. But basically, there's like certain units that can heal, certain units that can't, or they're just speedy in general. There are certain maps like this. I don't really like this map. At like difficult waves. It's a decent map, but it's not. This is like one of the harder maps on like later waves. There are certain maps that are easier. Well, they're harder maps, but they're easier at the start because not the enemies. They don't have like a bajillion HP, so that's pretty good. But also, there's also some very easy maps. Wait, do I have my auto skip on? Yeah. So there is also easy maps that allow you to like just live another wave at this point. Here, let me max out my Blighted into Bonnie. Alright, there we go. He does, Blighted also does a lot of pretty good DPS as well, so he's also on the cheaper scale. Like, I think he could, I've seen like one sell for 1.8, so you could probably find him for like less than 2,000 souls if you like tried looking for him. But yeah, so there's certain bosses. I think one of them has a healing. I'm not too sure. I played this game for like 36 hours straight. I don't know at this point. Yeah. So on this, you choose the lower one because if it has one in its name, you choose it unless it's like range or something. No one likes range unless you have a range booster. Then it's good. So I'm gonna use cooldown. There is certain mutators you choose, or I guess debuffs. This is one of the harder maps. I don't like this map because it's split. It's like very close to the exits. And I would just need to place my shadow, fungi. This is the strat I use for like half of my games. So they slow. But there's certain debuffs you will pick that are like better than others. If you have good damaging units, is health. Health is like, yeah, it makes the enemy stronger. It doesn't really add to like your cooldown or like your range. So that is kind of the best one you can choose if you're really wanted to. You don't have to choose it, but it is the best one to choose if you do. And there's also the cooldown. If you have a cooldown booster, like a good cooldown booster, preferably choose that over health because until like get that down, then start picking health. But there's certain like metas on this, so you choose like certain things on certain waves, choose other things on certain waves if they pop up, etc. There's not really a strat to this. It's just basically on how lucky you can get on the modifiers. So the worst one to pick is the placement, unless you're comfortable with the placement you choose, or like the placement you get on the debuffs. I preferably go for like two reduced placement 1s and one replacement 2. So usually mine, because I don't really place a lot of units, so it depends on how many units you place. But there is, it kind of is very luck based. I can tell you that it's very luck based. Also, I'm hosting a giveaway for Rockstar Foxy. You click on my channel, then click communities. There is a post for Rockstar. It has a Rockstar Foxy image, and it's a giveaway. You enter your username and sub, obviously, of course, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. And at 400 subs, I will pick a random comment to win that Rockstar Foxy. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe is always appreciated. And goodbye.